Hey, and welcome to our health chat today with Robin and Kim. And today we're talking about Brain Awareness Week because it's actually celebrated globally from March 13th to the 19th. And our brain is like the brains behind the operation. So it's really important. And so we're going to give you some tips and I'm going to talk about how I healed my brain a little later. So Robin's going to start off with some facts and figures and take it away, Robin.
All right, here's our facts and figures. This is the reason that it is Brain Week. This Dana Foundation wants to incorporate businesses and physicians and organizations to help improve things like dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, depression, and without making this global and having other companies and business and doctors and organizations come in to help, the funding is not there. And it takes a lot of funding to help all of these issues that we have in our brain. Before we talk about the issues, I'm going to tell you 5 facts about the brain. One of them I'm not real happy about. Kim and I were like, what?
I know.
But here's your 5 facts. Number 1, we can survive 5 to 6 minutes without oxygen. That was good to know.
Yeah.
5 to 6 minutes is a long time.
It is.
Number 2, this is the one we're not real happy about. As we grow older, it's difficult to learn new things because our brains can't filter old memories and absorb new ideas.
Yeah.
I just wonder if that's for everyone or I'm going to do more research on that.
Yeah.
That's,
and it kind of goes with you can't teach a dog old tricks, and an old dog
right.
tricks. But here's the thing. There's a thing also called neuroplasticity where you can reframe things and teach, and they say to keep your brain young as you get older is to learn a language, learn to play an instrument, read
right.
something, do math puzzles, I do words with friends. Oh, are you doing sign language?
I'm still doing my sign language.
That's cool.
So, and I'm very happy about that. So,
Is that happy? Is that happy?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, it's this has been a process, but I go off and on, but I'm back on again and hope I learn. So I kind of disagree with that. I feel like if you're open to learning, that makes a big difference.
I agree, Robin. Totally, wholeheartedly.
Yeah. All right. Number 3, the brain, and let us know what you guys think. Let us know what you think. The brain is one of the fattiest organs in the body. It's 60% fat. And then number 4, our brain is 73% water and only takes 2% dehydration to affect your memory and other cognitive skills. And that's not very much. And then number 5, according to research, it isn't until age 25 that the human brain reaches full maturity. So it takes a long time for that brain. It's big, it's fatty, and it's big.
It's big and it's fatty. And so, that's what we call
right.
Where fathead came from.
So I think Kim and I want to talk to you about what we can do to help improve our brain function, to help with dementia, to help with Alzheimer's, to help with Parkinson's, depression. So Kim, go ahead and talk about what you wanted to talk about personally.
Sure. Yeah.
For yourself.
And what I've learned is that lifestyle choices also affect our brain health as well as our overall health. And so I found when in my 50s, I had severe brain fog. I was dealing with monthly migraines, 3 to 5 a month. And I remember my doctor saying, I tried all the medications. And I remember my doctor saying, Kim, you just got to learn to live with migraine. And I'm like, if you've had a migraine, you don't want to live with migraines. No. So anyway, fast forward, as I dove into nutrition, I found that eating healthier fats, because we've been sold the low fat protocol for so long.
And still, I hear people talk about that.
I know, still people adhere to it. It drives me crazy, but our brain needs fat. It needs healthy fats. And that's what I've learned. And I up my healthy fats.
And this is why, because it's composed of mostly fat.
Right. I focus on quality protein and then quality carbs because the processed carbs do not feed our brain. The ultra processed carbs and the fast food and the convenience foods carbs do not feed our brain what it needs. So anyway, when I focused on that, in 45 days, my migraines totally disappeared. My brain fog disappeared. I was teaching Zumba like a crazy lady, jumping around because I had so much energy. And I'm like, wow, that was just from changing my diet, you know? And they're linking also, like Parkinson's is the same thing. You want to feed yourself healthy brain food, and Alzheimer's, dementia, all that, the healthier fats, the quality proteins,
Yep.
not the current standard American diet, AKA the SAD diet. So anyway,
Right.
I'm living proof that I healed my brain, and I'm 66 now, and I feel like I can think, I can, do all the things I want to do without my head hurting or feeling like I'm in a fog. So that's great. And the brain is truly one of our most important, if not our most important organ. I mean,
oh yeah, it controls everything.
Controls
everything. I mean, it does. I mean, brain health is so important.
And if you've heard of the brain gut axis, our gut is our second brain, and they talk to each other. And that's a whole nother segment, but it's really fascinating how we can use food to help our brains. So Robin,
you just brought that up, and I read also in here, just kind of going over, it controls everything we do from our bodily functions like breathing, our heart rate, decision making, memory, language, and it's also responsible for communicating to those chemical messengers, our hormones in our body. And our hormones make such a difference for everything that goes on in our body. So we need to treat our brain good so that it can get those good messengers, make the messages good and not bad. I did look up a few other things, and listen, this is what it all comes down to, guys, because it was repeated time and time again, is eating healthy, exercising, can't say it enough, exercising, maintaining a healthy weight, watching your alcohol intake, getting lots of sleep. Sleep is so important. And this week was probably a rough week for, a lot of people. It just kept coming up on everything, dementia, depression, Alzheimer's,
And going back to sleep is considered a bath for your brain, and let your brain repair and just kind of, it's still going, it's still obviously working, but it allows your brain to just kind of take a back seat to it. So your brain is going to its own spa at night when you sleep.
Exactly. Oh yeah. That's a good way to put it. And if you get your mind set in that realm of, this is a spa, like I'll even lay there and go from my toes to the top of my head and just start relaxing my whole body right before I go to bed, because I struggle with sleep a little bit. But it's like a meditation. And speaking of meditation, the other thing that they talked about with the brain is depression. And just some tips for that, because I know a lot of people go through this, is stay in touch with others. Don't stay away from people. Face your fears, limit your alcohol, be active, get into a community, do things like that. Have a routine.
Being social.
If you don't have a routine,
being
a social routine and a regular routine. Routine, I'm a routine person. And when I'm out of it, like I've been with this shoulder, it takes a toll on your mental health. So
it does. I've been there too. Been there, sister.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yes, I know you have.
Oh my goodness. So
all right. Well, I think that's it for Brain Awareness Week. Look more into it, ask us questions, and just take care of your brain.
Use your brain. Use your knowledge.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Take care.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.